A recent hack has stolen nearly 3 billion sensitive documents from Americans.
News 9's Jamie Ely has more on the hack and what you need to do to protect your private information.
Nearly 3 billion records were stolen in a hack that could put millions of Americans at risk of having their data compromised. Social security numbers, addresses, phone numbers, and names. These are just some of the sensitive pieces of information stolen in the latest hack. According to a class action lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court in Fort Lauderdale, data was stolen from National Public Data, a website that performs background checks. The hacks also included names of relatives from 3 generations prior. The data was being sold on a dark web server by user USDOD. According to Twitter user @Hackmanac, the database, which includes documents, was listed for sale at $3.5 million. In a statement online, National Public Data said, "There appears to have been a data security incident that may have involved some of your personal information. The incident is believed to have involved a third-party bad actor that was trying to hack into data in late December 2023, with potential leaks of certain data in April 2024 and summer 2024. So, how can you protect yourself from hacks in an increasingly digital age? I spoke with an associate professor at the University of Pittsburgh School of Computing and Information, who is an expert in information security and privacy.
One of the things that people should do is to just review their credit report and see if there are any suspicious entries there, because when social security numbers are leaked, that could be used by an attacker to sort of apply for a loan or a credit card using an identity theft. And the other thing that people can do is to do a credit freeze on their credit report, and they can do that with the 3 major consumer credit reporting agencies, namely Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And so these are some measures that will mitigate the risk of an identity theft and possible misuse of their social security number.
Experts in the field also point out that it's important to mitigate any anxiety surrounding the hack and to set up 2-factor authentication for sensitive accounts. From the News 9 Content Center, I'm Jamie Ely, News 9.